Ric Flair made his entrance, came out in Philadelphia in that suit. My God, Rick had such great style and fashion sense back in the 80s. Michaels from Kansas City.
No, he looks like a psychedelic cow.
Yeah, boy, I tell you what, it did look like some type of LSD-ridden cattle experiment.
When he said, I'm styling, as soon as he said styling, I said, you gotta be kidding me. Look at you. Look at the state of you.
Look at the state of you. But he came out dressed as he was and made a nice little speech to Philadelphia and introduced Charlotte. And at least they let him be serious and not be embarrassed or silly or have to do ha-ha. And Charlotte comes out and Rick went back and Charlotte went to the ring.
He called her the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
You can make a case for that, and I would think that she would have to be his favorite anyway. So I don't know that anybody's going to sue him for misrepresentation on a wrestling program. But then Charlotte cuts the promo, and then Bianca comes out, and she's happy and skipping and twirling her hair as usual. And as they got in the ring, one is obviously the Raw champion, the other one's the SmackDown champion, and it just, as you stand there looking at it, they're both wearing the identical same championship belt, just one is blue and one is red. And that's just so fucking stupid. No wonder nobody gets over as a champion anymore. There's so many of them.
And they look the same. Every belt looks exactly the same.
It just different color for the different brands. They violate, Vince, before he left, was violating the rules that he made 15, 20 years ago, that when he was in his right mind, that you shouldn't violate. And then Bianca says she runs Raw, even though Charlotte may be the champion at SmackDown. And then here comes Cruella DeVille, and she knocks both of them. And Bianca says, well, if you want to, then you get in the ring here with me and let's settle this or whatever. And as soon as they go to the break. I'm telling you, entrances and promos. And if anybody actually starts to fucking fight, they go to commercial. So they come back with the match that apparently nobody cares about. And Bianca won and then started cutting a promo again. And that's when Alexis Bliss popped up on the screen.
Alexa Bliss.
What'd I say?
Alexis Bliss.
Well, that sounds better.
You think Alexis sounds better than Alexa?
Alexis Bliss.
Alexa Bliss.
Alexis Bliss pops up, and she does the spooky promo. And she doesn't need boy howdy. She's going to blah, blah. She's going to rip her fucking limb from limb. So now, again, as we've noted on the last program, now we got to put up with this little fucking 80-pound blonde pixie being a supernatural creature also, along with Bray Wyatt and the rest of the gang. I would like to see if she's a puppet or not. I wonder if somebody could stick their hand up her rear end, motivate her to move around.
Maybe Uncle Howdy. I don't know.
Maybe Captain Howdy. Anyway, they did another Cody. And again, they go from the ridiculous to the sublime. As soon as this stupid shit that goes on, this phony fucking program, and everybody's jacking around, and then they'll throw in the Cody package, and it belongs on ABC's Wide World of Sports, or an NBC network program, or Fox Sports, or it's serious and it's done well, and it could be a UFC package, and this is the way you get a fucking star over. But they, for whatever reason, they think that not only can you only be serious about one or two things at a time, but that they're convinced, I guess, that all the bad comedy and silly phoniness on the rest of the program doesn't damage the few times that they get it right with something like this. But if they had a program that they in any way took seriously on the rest of it, these packages that already stand out would get even more over, because there wouldn't be people going, well, I'd almost believe in that, but the rest of this shit's horse shit. And then they followed that up, Brian, with a package on their brand new video game. What do they call it? WWE 2023K, whatever. The date's in there. WWE's in there. There's a K in there somewhere. You know more about video games than I do.
You're on the right path, yes.
I'm on the right. Well, guess who the big star and on the cover of the video game and doing the commercial of the video game is in 2023? John Cena. The guy that only wrestled once for the WWE in 2022. It's a rib. That can't be Roman Reigns. It can't even be Brock Lesnar. It's got to. I love John Cena. He's a big star, but that's the problem. He's a big star, but not for them anymore. But that's the only person they can put on the cover of the video game that anybody knows who the fuck they are. Because all the other ones are playing stooges for the senior citizens and the Over the Hill gang. When I put myself on TV in my 50s, it was as an announcer to make matches and then run scared of the wrestlers if they were mad at the matches that I made. So John Cena is the cover boy and the commercial spokesperson for the brand new video game featuring all the top talent. This is what I'm led to believe by what I just saw. I take a sip of Sprite and move on.
Okay.
So The Miz was in the ring, and he rants for about 20 seconds about where's my Raw 30 moment? Why ain't I a part of this show? And then Kevin Owens comes in the ring from behind and just boots him in the gut and stunners him. Boom, and down he goes. And then Owens cuts a promo on Roman Reigns and the Royal Rumble, and he got fired up and finished that promo, and just then Miz had staggered up, so he turned around and booted Miz in the gut and stunnered him again. At least they're both current guys.